Whoa, what? They lost. They lost a couple of passengers when I added the supports. I had never seen that. That's so funny. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Joe Plays Planet Coaster. It's funny. Every episode, it seems like it has a new crisis. On the last episode, we went into debt, and we have been struggling with money. And on the first episode, we struggled with building this decent enough path that it took me forever to build. But, I think I've been too hard on myself. I've been bashing myself over the problems that I'm facing. But the park I think it's looking nice. I think there are some props to be had from the park's design. And I think it's looking nice. It's not great, at least not yet. But I think it looks nice, doesn't it? Anyways, when I stopped recording yesterday, I realized that we're not as bad as we seem right now, because even though I have like very, very few money here, we are actually at a point where we can do our Ponzi scheme again. Like I'm seeing like I need 3,500. Is it dollars? I don't know if we're working with dollars, but let's just call them dollars. It's a little weird for me because here in Mexico we use the exact same symbol for our currency, but it's Mexican pesos. But let's just call them dollars. So we're basically $3,000 short to be able to pay this. So all we have to do is request the loan we just paid, and with this one we can pay off this one again, and we can request it again. And hey, we're not looking that bad anymore. In fact, with that one, we can now pay this one as well. Yep, that's our whole scheme, our whole Ponzi scheme, taking loans and paying all our loans with them. It works out. It actually, I think this is enough money to build a roller coaster, which is like a dream come true. So let's get to it, shall we? Coasters. No, custom coaster. So right now, this is, as I've been calling it, this is like Babyland. This is like the baby section of the park. It's just for toddlers and maybe for teenagers. I think this one, it's more targeted maybe for teenagers or adults. So I'm thinking maybe I should have a junior roller coaster as well. But I don't know, maybe it's time to expand the park a little bit and build something more for adults and teens like this one. I'm not sure. I do like the idea of having a dragon in this fantasy section of the park, though. But if so, where should I place it? Well, I did have the idea of having like a castle in the middle, or some kind of epic scene where we have a lot of different themes colliding. So maybe the dragon could go near the castle or whatever we would have here, or maybe like in a cave. But I'm not sure, because I think for the middle section of the park, I will want to have more intense rides, So, maybe we can just have it like I have this empty space here. Maybe I can just build a path over here and then have the coaster. And if we need to build upon here, we can make more paths towards there. I think that could work. Or maybe we can have it like on the back of this little park or whatever this is. Like maybe you come to the park and you just see on the a little far away like the coaster coming through here. And to get there, you would either have to come from here or from here. Maybe we can have like the exit come through here and the entrance like here. So let's see. I think this is the one I've been using. I think I'm correct in my assessment. I'm thinking maybe I can like combine these paths a little bit. I'm pressing the C key like see what words, like, yeah, like in zero, because I don't know if my pronunciation is good enough so that you can understand if I'm talking about the letter C or the letter Z. So yeah, when you press the letter C, it allows you to combine the paths in a more free way. Like you can move it around like that instead of having it always be like this set placement. I don't know if that makes sense, but okay, I think this will work out just fine. And you know what? I've been I've been playing with very flat land so far. Maybe I can bring it up a little, like have a little hill so that the coaster will be more visible. Just a very, very tiny elevation, I think will work just fine. And so you know what? I want to use a trick that I learned recently. Let me try this. I don't have gift shops. Don't think too much about this. What is it? Cosmic Cow Milkshake. This is not. This is not working out as intended at the moment. But this is not something you should be concerned about at this time. I'm just trying something out. Let me. It's not. We have to pay. It's that so I should be doing it. So let's legs again. Maybe we have lost a little more. It is some talk in the morning. Just want to see. This is not who I want though. I want to go on our latest. Hey, you might stress earlier. Not to be here. Well, yeah, look at you. Then he got you like 4 years with Chase Wheel. This, yeah, this. You know, being strength behind being a treatment. Treatment the past year. No, it's really worth it. That's right. This, like, this, I think this was fun. And about 10 minutes again. Well, it's maybe not. It work. Need milk. I do it. So I have one small upstairs here. And this is the trick I've been trying to implement. Like this is like the only way in the game to make these sort of small staircases, and you just place it, and then you can. Oh man, that's not the way. You can just. What am I doing wrong though? Oh, there we go. You can just delete this. You're gonna lose a little bit of money, but you will be left with this staircase. So we can do that again. Like so. Maybe like that. Yes, I think. Come on. Are you really gonna be like that? You're not gonna let me put the stairs right next to each other? You're letting me in here, though. So look at this. Can let me find out this one. You just not see it. No, it's really not. That's a little bit weird. Maybe it's just. Nah, this is not working out. Maybe like this? Nope. But I think I'm getting there. I think I am getting there. Okay, that almost worked. As you might be able to tell, sometimes I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. But hey, that's neither here or there. And speaking of perfectionism, I can't really bear with how different the spacing is between this one and this one. I really think I can do better. I think it's working. I really do believe this is gonna work out. So just bear with me 1 second. Yes, it is. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, and all of this trouble just to have this path look a little bit different, you know. Was it worth it? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But I'm still glad I did it. So I guess that's just another way of saying that it was worth it, because I'm glad I did it. So now I think I'm gonna use my other trick to try and make this a little bit. No, but smoothing them out wouldn't work now that I think about it. How can I make sure this is not like this is not what I want this to look like? But maybe I can fix it like this. Is that gonna work? Yes, it is. I mean, that by itself doesn't look that bad. Like, it can be connected if I wanted to. Should it, though? Let's see. How does something like this looks? I don't dislike it. To be honest, I don't dislike it at all. You can have some more nature in here. And now, this. Oh, okay, another. I think I'm having another problem. Oh, it's because I'm not using the width that I should have been using. Okay, that makes absolute sense. Like, almost there. There we go. And then I think I'm gonna have to do something very similar to the thing I did below. Although this is not so bad. But can I smooth this out a bit? Let's see. Maybe we can. Yeah, we can. Oh, man, this is great. Okay. So I think this looks good enough now. And we have a very slight elevation here that should help us when we elevate a little bit of the earth around it. And so let's just do that right now. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Because I think I'm gonna waste a lot of money just doing that. And then I might not be able to build a coaster as the way I want it. I mean, this should still be enough money. More than enough, actually. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, and I'd rather build the coaster as soon as possible. Oh, what? I'd rather build the coaster as soon as possible. So that I can lose my train of thought. No, so that I can unpause the game. And I can feel good about it. Not worry about money anymore. That's too long. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think this looks nice. It looks okay. This looks great. And stuff. Now that we do have this elevation, I think I can make short stairs again. Like, no, this is not working as I would have thought. But, I mean, I don't mind it either way, so something like this. And then, obviously, I would have to move this bench and a little bit of the vegetation we have here. And you know what? I think this... I mean, first of all, let me move this a little bit. Like, maybe here... No. Maybe here. But what I was about to say is that maybe I should have a fence here. Because I don't want people just like climbing these statues and stuff. I know they're not programmed to do that, but I'm trying to keep it a little bit realistic. Like, I don't want kids playing around with this and breaking my beautiful jars with flowers and stuff. So let's get to the path and put railings on ground path. There we go. Yeah, again, I know it's a little bit of too much perfectionism, maybe. Whoa, and why did it put railings all the way over here as well? That's not what I was intending either. Oh, man, this is just one big piece. I think this is because of the way I'm breaking the game a little bit. So, you know what? Forget about the fence. Maybe I'll make a custom one later. But for now, you know what? Just forget it. You know, kids, you can go ahead and destroy my private property, which is not private. Okay, this is better over here. And I mean, this is not unrealistic at all. Leaves can come through here, so I don't mind. Okay, so we have this new like section, which I think looks good enough. Now, where do I want the coaster to come out of? Like, maybe I can build it here, although I may have like very little space for the queue. So maybe like over here. I just want to make sure that when you come from the park, you can see it. So Hmm. Let me say. Let me think about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put it like over here. So let's start. Coasters. Junior. Oh. Okay, it's been another very warm day today. I'm sweating, but I still have my this little thing. Ah, that feels nice. Okay, let me place it around. I think it has to point this way. I don't like it that much, but maybe with the scenery, it's gonna look a little bit better. And I think I'm gonna raise it up a bit so that if I do end up putting some heels there, it has room for that, you know. So let's start with something like this, I think. And I think the station is huge already. I don't think I need to build more stations. So let's just start with friction wheel lift. Really? I would have thought that we were using a chain lift, but I guess we're not. I guess since this is a junior coaster, you don't need a chain lift. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have a chain lift. It's okay. Now, do I want this to have the railings? I think I do. What I'm gonna do is remove track supports and add them later manually. And I'm gonna get the speed to maximum just so that people get more excited. I think that looks good enough. Now, since this is a junior coaster, I don't want it to be absolutely huge. I just want people to be able to see it, as I mentioned before, and I think people will see it. So maybe something like that. It's funny, I never thought about this, but you can build it without being so close to it. You can just get on the point of view camera, so to speak, and build it so that you're absolutely sure that people will see it. I like that. Yeah, I like this. Okay, now I can come back to here. And will this be too scary for the kids? I think it might. But it might not. I'm not sure. Well, we'll have to find out later on. And believe me, we will find out. People will lose their mind if they're not enjoying the ride, if they're getting scared. You will hear from them. Okay. Maybe I can strain it up a bit. By the way, I have no idea what I'm doing with this. It's not like I have a plan. That's just what anyone wants to hear, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's just do it. I think this is looking nice enough. I can have a little heel. You know what? Maybe I want to make like a... I don't know what you call them. Like when you have two different drops. What's the name of those? I don't know. But like a little drop, then you get like a little bit flattened out, and then you have another drop. And you know what? I should be testing this thing the whole time I'm building it, especially now realizing that I do have a lot more money than I thought to build this. So, you know what? I'm going to start test and I'm going to unpause so I can take a look at this heat maps and what do you call them? The live data. How do you pronounce that? Is it data or data? And I've never known. Okay, they are just about to start the ride. Right now it looks absolutely ridiculous without the supports, but we will have supports. You just trust me on that. Okay, it gets a little too slow there. They're getting really bored. But then it gets a little bit better, then keeps getting better, I think. It's a little too boring. I wouldn't have expected that. And sometimes, you know what? I'm a little bit lazy. I'm gonna admit that. In the sense that I don't like trying to custom build the end. Like, I just raise this up a little bit to make sure they have enough time and enough space to lose their momentum, and then I'll just autocomplete. But I think the biggest issue is this, like how tall this is. So I'm gonna bring it down. Okay, that's way too far. And then I'm gonna smooth it out. And I think this should help quite a bit, I think. But again, I'm no coaster expert. Let's just write it and see what we're dealing with. Okay, yeah. So far so good, obviously. Nothing to see here. Let's just get top of the lift. And we can see the test results. Okay, here we go. Little scary that this doesn't have any supports yet. Okay, this is fun. This is a nice element. And then we have the much smaller hill, but it's still a little big. You still lose a lot of momentum, I think. But then it gets a little better. Maybe I just need to bring the coaster a little bit higher, even at the start. Oh, and that section is really scary for the kids. So yeah, that's not good. That's what happens when you autocomplete. Okay, should have known. Okay, let me go back. Maybe I need more space here, or even some brakes. I don't want to build brakes though. But maybe they're necessary. I don't know. Let's just try auto-completing again. Although I still think this is gonna be a little abrupt. So let me try to make the curve a little bigger and also a little bit higher, and add a little bit of banking. All of these different things should help with the fear rating. And then we can just smooth this out a bit. This looks much more natural, I think. Let's just improve the banking a little bit here as well. Now, this went back to how I had it before, so let me bring it back down again. Yeah, something like this. And let me smooth it all. Maybe this one can be another one like this, like a two-step, like a pre-drop and a drop, but not sure. Maybe I just need to bring it all down even more. As long as people can still come through here, I'm feeling okay about it. So smooth all. And maybe this can now be even more inclined. Maybe this will help a little bit with the speed and the excitement. And I think I need to smooth it out a bit because it looks a little bit weird. But again, I'm no coaster expert. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's also true in real life about most subjects. You know, what's the subject I know the least about, and I'm not proud of that, is politics. Right now, we're just about to vote for our new president here in Mexico. And I have no idea who to vote for. To me, they all sound like crooks, or like they're too stupid to run their own lives, and they will be much stupider to run a country. Like, they're either too stupid or too smart, and they will know how to get advantage of us and like steal all our money, because there's so much corruption in this country. It's so sad. Maybe if there wasn't, I would be more inclined to learning more about politics because I'm not against the subject on its own. I know a lot more about US politics than I know Mexican politics. Although right now I'm sure everyone hears a lot about US politics. It's a really crazy environment. Uh, but anyways, that's not here nor there, as they say. Let's see, where do I want the entrance? Well, what am I talking about? I'm not ready to play the entrance. I need to test it again. So let's go back to edit track, and the test was already going, so I just need to unpause. And I want to write it again, I think. Let's try it again. I like how this looks though. The scenery and the path and all the colors and all the rides you can see. Even if I'm not a kid, which I kind of am, and like deep down I'm a kid. I love these kind of things. But even if I'm technically an adult right now, like I'm almost pushing 30, so even so, I would like to ride something like this, and I would like to see all the scenery and just have a good time. Okay, this is looking a lot better now. Not absolutely great, but good enough, I think. I'm not looking to blow anyone's minds with this, especially because it's a kiddie coaster, and I like it to be just a kiddie ride. Pleasant ride through the park. Maybe these are a little bit too low, though. I don't know, are they? I mean, the Venetian Carousel is doing fine, and its stats are absolutely horrible. So maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe this is just good enough to run. So let's see. Let me see if I can do something about the paths. I mean the track supports, because sometimes I don't like how they look when you just automatically let them be. Whoa, what? They lost a couple of passengers when I added the supports. I had never seen that. That's so funny. The dragon lost his head. Whoa, that's so funny. I didn't know you could do that. Oh boy. There he goes, the dragon's tail. Okay. Let's go back to building the track supports. So, let's see. Like these, I'm not sure I'm in love with these. But can you just build like supports here and not here, and then just skip like one of the pieces? How does this look? I think it looks a little bit better because it's not getting in the way of the trees, but maybe it doesn't make so much sense not to have track supports all the way. I don't know. Maybe I should just add supports everywhere and then see if it makes sense, or if I need to remove any of the supports. Right, I think it looks fine. I think it looks good enough. Yes, doesn't it? I think it does. I mean, Planet Coaster has a nice like AI, or I don't know if it really counts as AI, but I think the way the program decides to place the pads, I mean not the pads, come on, the supports. I think it works, but sometimes I do like to customize it a little bit. But I think for now it works. It's a little bit weird that we don't have a support here, but I know that the path is right underneath it, so it makes sense. I think it looks fine. I think it looks good enough. And we have accomplished our goal of having the coaster visible from the entrance, so that's also a positive. And hey, it's been on pause for a little while, and we're not losing all of our money, so that's also a positive. So let's start testing, and I can start placing the entrance now. Where do we go to make that happen? Here. Okay. I didn't even check where the in what side do we have the entrance and the exit. I think the entrance will be here and the exit on the other side. Let me see if that's true. No, we have both of them here. Okay. That's a surprise. If I place it here, I think the support is gonna just disappear when I place a path. So maybe I'm just gonna place it over here. And you know what's weird? Why don't we have any type of railing in here? Usually when you put a coaster up, you get the railing, don't you? I think I will have to put railings myself, because otherwise people will fall to their deaths. Especially since this is a kiddie coaster, I think safety has to come first. But I don't know, if we have a few kids that die on my park, I'm not gonna lose any sleep. That's a horrible thing to say, I'm sorry. Okay, for Beth. Okay, can you tell that I'm not ready to have kids? My wife and I have been married for over a year. I mean, I think we're even getting close to 2 years. No, what am I talking about? I'm crazy. We've been living together for many years, but we just had our first anniversary a little while ago. And let me turn on snapping for this. Hey, here we go. Although if I'm really gonna have a hill, let's be smart about it. What was I saying? Yeah, my wife and I have been married for a little while, and it's been enough time so that everyone is like, "Hey, when are you gonna have kids?" Especially our parents and our the rest of our family, right? Some friends as well. We do have friends who have kids, so they ask us all the time. And we are definitely not ready. Oh, sorry. That's the alarm for Jack's food. I need to feed my cats right now. I'll do it in a few minutes. I just need to finish this first and finish my story. Like, yeah, we're not ready to have kids, and we just realized that because one of our friends just got one of our couple friends just got the news that they're gonna have a kid. And and our first reaction, especially my wife's reaction, was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, your life is over." Like, she was so scared for them. Like, what? You're gonna have kids? Oh, how are you gonna deal with that? How are you gonna get out of that jam? You know, like her first instinct was to treat it as a problem that has to be solved somehow. And obviously, that says a lot about us and about whether or not we should be thinking about having kids. And spoiler, we shouldn't. Where can I select the grid? Why can't I select the grid? Align to grid. Oh, here we go. I'm just blind, apparently. Okay, so do I want them to have like a serpentine path on the top of this? Or do I want it to be at the bottom and then just stairs? Maybe they can come in through here, through the same path that gets to the exit. I think that could work. But I think I would have to make it a little bit larger, actually. Let me try that. And let me pause because I want to unpause as soon as you know what, let me just put a grid. As soon as we are done with this, I'm gonna want to unpause so we start making money from the coaster. But right now, I think I want to pause. Let me get some stairs going in here. Come on. I believe. I don't believe anymore.
You are playing with my feelings. Okay. I get it. You gotta be like that. So yeah, we're not gonna have this. I think that's being established. Like, let's do some short. Asking for longer live here, and it's not we're done. This is something of this thing I have here. That's Jason and Verso. This is strange. This is weird. You can just, it's a really weird still. No, this.
Oh, come on. No, no. Why do I always have to build these weird paths? Why can't I just use the engine as it's intended to be used? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just a rebel. Yeah, right. That's the problem. I'm just a rebel. What I mean to say is that I'm taking a long time recording and editing, and I don't know when this will go out. But I'm gonna stay positive and think that it's worth it. I think it will, even if I don't get like 1,000 subscribers. I started saying 1,000, and then I thought, okay, 1,000 is not that. It's not even that high of a subscriber count, I think. But yeah, even if I get like 1,000,000 subscribers, or if I'm messing up. Even if I don't get 1,000,000 subscribers, even if I don't get many subscribers at all, and I'm gonna go back on what I said. Even if I don't get 1,000 subscribers, I don't mind. This is fun, and I'm learning new stuff, so I'm really, really okay with it. I think it's gonna be worth it, no matter what. But having said that, please subscribe. Yep, subscribe and like and comment and share it with all your friends, and let's make me viral and stuff. I remember when viral was like this buzzword, and that nobody really knew what this meant, and they thought like it was I don't know. I think the first few times that something went viral, people thought it was like an anomaly, and that like not everything could go viral. But then nowadays we get a lot of like super stupid memes that go super viral, and yeah, and people are okay with it, and there's not much to say. Like anything can really go viral almost, even the stupidest thing, or maybe especially the stupidest things. Okay, this is what the hell am I doing? This is part 2 of Jordi messes up the paths. Come on. I mean, I always have to make myself these challenges. Apparently, I'm not happy if I'm not struggling. Now that I think about it, that sounds a little deep. That can be actually true. Like, you need a little bit of struggle to be happy. Or like a Spanish song says, "Sin dolor no te haces feliz." I wish I knew who sings that. I don't remember. But that basically means no pain, no gain. No, it means that without pain, you're not happy. Sin dolor no te haces feliz. Sin amor. No sé qué. No. Ya estoy empezando a hablar español. Sorry. I'm starting to speak Spanish. I got caught up on my native language. But yeah, I don't know the name of that song. I think it's just the same as the chorus, but I don't even know who sings that. I don't recall. It's an old song. Okay, so I'm losing track here of what I was doing. Let me do my little trick again. Yeah. Do I sound too excited when I do this stupid stuff? Like these stupid tricks just to make a more organic, weird-looking path? I'm starting to doubt this is like the smartest idea to have these weird paths, but I don't mind. Like I don't have a way to fix this little whoop-de-doo, but I don't care. And Yeah, and maybe it doesn't look nice right now, but it will. I think it will look nice when I add a lot of nature. Maybe a tree can come through here. Maybe you can have like a maybe a puddle, like a small lake or something. Like right now, it makes no sense. It seems like why would anyone build this really weird path? But we'll make it so that it makes sense. Like maybe we can even raise the ground so that it's like a hill and like you have to go like this. But I don't know. Maybe we can even connect this to other parts of the park. But for now, let's just focus on getting the queue set up and just open this and unpause the whole thing. And then I have to feed my cats. Oh, I'm not on a queue. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna select the grid again. And I'm gonna go... Oh, no. I don't want to lose that path. So, I'm gonna deselect the grid. Bring it down a little bit. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm gonna select the grid again. And then I can do this. Yep. Exactly right. That's exactly right. And then again, I can select another grid. Do something very similar. But now I'm getting into a little bit of trouble, I think. There's not enough space to have another row here. Oh my, I just dug myself into a hole again. Classic Schmosby. Classic Joe. You know, people used to call me Schmosby. That's when... It's just a coincidence that when How I Met Your Mother was really popular, I used to be a little crybaby about everything. So people started calling me Schmosby. I mean, not a lot of people, not my closest friends didn't know about that, but some friends who liked How I Met Your Mother started saying like, "Hey, you're just like that guy. You're like super sensitive and you make a big deal out of everything and you cry at movies and you cry at everything." I don't know. I guess that's the reason. Again, this is not super easy or intuitive to build, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of having people enter this queue right after this path, like getting up here. I think this can cause a like a traffic jam, so to speak, over here. I don't know what else to do. I think the only other way would be to have this be exactly the opposite, like maybe have the entrance over here and have it go the other way. I'm not a big fan of redoing all of this, but I think I have to. Sorry, I'm really sorry about this, but I really need to do that, or I just won't be happy. Maybe something like that. And now we have the exact same problem on the other side. Like, people are gonna be trampling each other from the exit. Oh, man. I'm such a dumb man. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have them start about here. But like that. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I really, really don't mind it, and I just want to get this done. So... guess what? We're calling it done. Now we can open it. Yay! Whee! What? It's not even connected? What? That... What the hell is going on? I mean, what the heck? What the heck is going on? Oh, come on. You have to be kidding me. Like, why would this happen like this? Like... I don't know. I'm confused, man. But there, I think that's That's working now. That was super weird though. Not as weird as having a decapitated dragon though. And now, oh man, this is gonna be. I'm gonna lose my mind, but I think this should be two different cars. I think it would be better if these are two different cars. Now that I think about it. And that means I'm gonna have to test it again. Sorry to do this, but I think it would be better. So I'm gonna do it. Number of cars. Can I really not change it if I don't have a... I thought I would be able to, like, reduce the number of... but I just have to do that, don't I? Yeah. So reduce this so we can have two cars. And I think it's gonna accommodate less people. No, it's not. We still have the same number of cars total in two trains. I thought I would have to go like back to 7 or something because of the big dragon head and dragon tail, but I don't. So I'm happy about that. So we have two different cars so they can circle around faster because this queue is not like super huge. So I think I want it this way, even if I have to test it again. I think it's worth it. Okay, and we still have money. So I'm a really happy man. I don't know why I said it like that. Like, I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. But I am. I am a happy man. What else can I say? Let's go to scenery. And you remember what I said last episode? We should save the nice scenery, the really epic scenery for a coaster. Well, now we can go get the big guns here. Whoa, did you see that? We're making money. We're not only not losing money, we're actually making money. We're getting out of the hole I've been digging through the whole series so far. That makes me happy. That makes me an even happier man. That makes me a happier hombre. You remember that Friends episode? The hombre guy? For those who don't know, hombre is man in Spanish. So for me, that part was always a little bit funnier to hear hear Joey say man in Spanish, and the other actors will hombre. Obviously, we don't have water here. I'm just wondering if we should. Yeah, because I think we have enough money so that we can terraform a bit now and feel good about it. Especially since we already have this coaster that I haven't opened, but it's open now. It's open now. Okay. That could have been so much worse if I just left it testing forever. Let's get up to 10 bucks. That should be doable for most people. And it will be even more doable for people once we have some scenery that pushes them over the edge. If they're like on the what do you call it? Like on the fence of whether or not to pay it. Let's see. Are you gonna? No, you're not gonna. I spent loads on park entry. Oh yeah, YouTube reviews should be scary. So expensive, cost an arm and leg. Okay. I may have gone a bit too far. But that's also the thing. I didn't remember. I did this off camera. I started charging for path entry. Path entry? What the hell am I talking about? No. Park entry. Maybe I'm just gonna lower it a bit. Like $5 for a standard guest and $2.50 for a child. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to work. I can hear a little bit of noise outside of my building. I hope you can't hear it, but I'm gonna take that as a cue to pause a little bit and go feed my cats, which must be getting pretty hangry right now. God, I love that word. And Danny loves it too. She always gets super hangry. You know, the combination of hungry and angry. That's like her. That's the best way to describe her. She's almost always a little bit hangry. But anyways, so are my cats. So I'm gonna go for just a little bit. But you will notice it because of the magic of editing. So I'm pausing right now. You know what? I'm having such a good time that I really the time just flew by. I didn't even realize the timer went off and the episode should be over by now. So never mind all of that about the magic of editing and stuff. This is the end of this episode, but I'm gonna be back real soon to record the next part, in which we're gonna see what we can do with this money now that we're getting slowly but surely out of our financial crisis. And so stick around for that. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. You know the whole deal. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.